your turn to...
Oh, is it for me?
Consider yourself fired.
Why are you winking at me?
Consider yourself fired.
Hello, and welcome to the JT and Drew Show. I'm JT.
And I'm Drew.
And we're two nobodies talking about nothing.
Consider yourself fired. All right. Well, welcome back to the show, JT.
Hey, yeah, I'm glad to be here. I know we always say this every episode, but I really am glad to be here.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's always an adventure, you know. No matter how many times we've done this so far, it's not lost its excitement, you know. It's still shiny, it's still new. It has that feeling for me.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. It's in the conversations that we have off mic and on is just intriguing and super interesting and whatnot. So, but I hear that you have a topic that you would like to discuss today.
Yes, I do actually. This is actually a topic that I think many Americans can relate to. You know, whether they realize it or not, or it's in the news around them all the time or not, or it's in their subconscious or whatnot. As we get into it, you'll see where I'm going. But I feel like just about everyone at some point in their life has had to make this decision. It's that important. That's why I wanted to bring it up on the show tonight.
Well,
you don't hula hoop anymore?
No. Oh, sorry.
Speaking of menus, I've got a question for you.
Ask away.
And this is where we kind of get controversial on the show. So please, you know, viewers, listeners, subscribers, non-subscribers, anyone who can hear us, turn it up. Coffee versus tea.
Yes.
Coffee versus tea. Now, I know there's a million different kinds and flavors and whatnot, but just at its bare roots.
Okay.
Coffee versus tea, where do you stand?
You cannot say bare roots and not expect someone in the South to go, I didn't know tea wasn't supposed to have sugar in it.
Well, that's what I mean. Like sweet tea, I consider... Okay, sweet tea and regular unsweet tea, I would consider bare roots.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not talking about peach tea or blueberry or black chamomile, nighttime, morning English, hot, cold, just iced tea.
Okay.
Or hot tea, I guess, even hot tea, right? But none of the crazy flavors, just at its roots, tea or coffee or tea.
It, like most Americans, depends on the time of day. So,
okay.
For me, in the morning, I like a cup of joe. I like coffee. Now, I have gotten away from coffee for a few months now, actually. But I'm slowly getting back into it because there's other things out there besides Folgers.
Best part of waking up right there.
Yeah. It is good to the last drop. So, but overall, if I just need a caffeine kick on a day, of like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, I'm going for some tea.
Mm-hmm. Some sweet tea.
Some sweet tea. I mean, there's no other way to have black tea but to have sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do prefer black leaf tea.
Okay.
All right,
black tea.
I'm not into the green tea with honey. I'm not into that. Just like black tea with sugar in it.
Have you ever done, so obviously we're talking iced tea right now, but have you ever done hot tea?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact, when I was younger, I preferred hot tea.
Did you ever do like the English way, like with milk? I know you just said no honey, but like milk and tea and kind of dressing it up that way?
No. As I got older, I kind of liked my tea where I liked my women.
Cold?
The bottom of a harbor. But, no, I never did the
Old? historical reference, huh? Okay.
I never did the British or the European style because
Uh,
teas are everywhere. Teas have been around for thousands of years. I mean, uh, in China, they had um, they had all their teas, and everybody does it a little different, and everybody that you see is the best way to do it, right? So
right. Yeah.
our little bags of tea started out as samplers way back in the day, and people enjoyed it so much that has just become the norm of just the little bag that started out as little sampler bags.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I prefer that. I can
Now you're. Oh, go ahead. I'm
To
sorry.
this day, I can go either hot or cold. It just depends on the weather at that point. If it's cold outside, I prefer hot tea. I don't like it with lemon. Again, I'm just regular Joe. I'm just nothing
Just
fancy.
regular
Yep.
tea. Okay, so that's how you take your tea. Now, what about your coffee? Are you a black coffee kind of guy? Do you creamer, sugar?
So, I used to be creamer, but
'Kay.
when you read the ingredients, there was no dairy products in there. It is, it is vegetable oil. It is made out of vegetables.
Oh.
So, and
Yeah, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
so in order for me to kind of not like detox or anything, but just kind of get what I felt out of my system, because I can only have Crisco for so long before I start having problems. But I did. French vanilla. That was my creamer to go to. I loved it.
Ooh.
I loved it. And
Yeah, I can't do it.
I know. But now I'm just straight black coffee, and I could do straight black coffee back in the day too.
See, I remember as a young child watching the adults drink coffee, and I was like, "Wow, I want some of that."
Mm-hmm.
And my grandpa let me have some one time, some of his coffee. Now, I don't know if he did it on purpose or what, but it had been sitting there for a little while.
Oh,
And he had some creamer in it. I think it was a little blonde.
okay.
And I tasted it, like a little spoonful of it, and it was just made my face turn, all kinds of shapes and stuff, and it was just gross.
Oh,
But after that, as I got older and okay, maybe I'll try this coffee thing again, black. Black is the way to go.
okay.
Now, there's a couple different frou-frou drinks that I'll drink, but usually if I make a pot of coffee or a cup of coffee, I'm not going to put any creamer in it or sugar or flavor in it anyway. That's just what I like.
The natural roasted bean.
Yep. Now, tea, like you said, I could go either way, whether it's hot tea or cold tea. I do prefer sweet tea. My grandma makes, like you said, everyone has the best one. My grandma makes some really great iced tea with like 1,000,000 tea bags in it. And it's really, really strong. But she also has that pure cane sugar.
Okay.
And after 15, 20 scoops of that, man, whoo, it is perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the hot teas, I'll do a bunch of them. It doesn't really bother me, but I do, like you said, I like it in the wintertime, something to kind of warm you up. It's good. Something interesting I found in this article from healthline.com says that coffee and tea are among the world's most popular beverages, with black tea being the most sought-after variety of the latter, accounting for 78% of all tea production and consumption. 78%.
Wow. Is that for world?
The world's most popular
That
beverages.
is, well, that's not really shocking, to be completely honest with you, because, tea is a part of almost every culture out there.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
black tea is, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the easiest one to grow. And you can always manipulate the flavor of black tea. That's not the case for like green tea or white tea or chamomile tea or all that. You can, those kind of have their own distinct flavor. But black tea, it's easier to change the flavor in black tea.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I did not know that.
I'm just going off of my research, and my research is just personal. experience.
Something interesting that I also found on this website.
What website are you using?
It's healthline.com. They have an article that talks about coffee versus tea. Is one healthier than the other? Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
But something interesting was that they were saying, let me find it here. So scientists have primarily focused on coffee when researching the positive effects of caffeine. However, both drinks contain differing amounts of the substance, caffeine, and they can provide associated health benefits. So there's actually something healthy to drinking coffee or tea. And it says that caffeine intake may reduce your risk of certain chronic diseases and improve athletic performance, mood, and mental alertness. So going back to what you said at the beginning of this conversation, sometimes when you need a little pick-me-up or a little boost, that does the trick for you.
Yeah, and that's all in the natural, well, you would like to think it's all natural because it's the tea leaf and all that, but
right.
At the same time, being from the South, you also have that sugar, and that's not really healthy, especially the amount that we throw in.
No, I'm surprised that we're still alive.
You are not kidding, but it is a healthier choice for getting kind of like a little quick pick me up. So it's better than those 5-hour energies, monsters. 100% better than
right. It says here that even on one of the reviews that these scientists did, they did a review of 40 studies, determined that caffeine intake improved endurance exercise outcomes by 12% compared with a placebo. So it actually does work. It's not just, all in the mind.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it improves mental alertness. It improves performance, both in simple and complex tasks, because apparently it stimulates your central nervous system.
Okay. Now, I wonder, going off of this, and I'm sure it's not on that website, but I wonder the health benefits and like chamomile tea or lavender tea.
Right.
So, for a while there, I was having a hard time falling asleep. No, I wasn't having a hard time falling asleep. I was having a hard time trying to shut my mind off, right? And so...
yeah, I've been there more times than not.
And my opinion is that it is the medication that the doctors prescribe, and, not all of it's going to be great. Well, it helps, but there's side effects, right? So for a while there, I would go ahead and look up, because I'm not like 100% naturalist. Like I'm not like spreading oil on my skin or anything like that. Which if you do that, that's great. If that helps you, wonderful. I don't see the health benefits in it, but I'm sure it's there, and I haven't tried it. So, but I was trying chamomile tea to kind of relax and kind of shut my mind down, just so when I go lay down, when I lay down, I wasn't as, because it was like the moment you lay down in bed, boom, your mind's active. Yep. And then so I moved from that to a lavender tea, and both of those seem to help in a small way where, like, okay, I can feel it, I'm getting tired, I go lay down, my mind reopens, I'm kind of like trying to shut it down, and it seemed to work a little quicker than it would if I didn't take it.
Well, and you can do the caffeine-free variants as well.
Well, so in chamomile and in lavender, there is no caffeine.
Okay, well, there you go.
Because the chamomile is just using the flower, right? So you're just dipping, it's just a flower tea is all it is. So no caffeine, it's all natural, no caffeine, there's no additives, no everything. And I like the taste of chamomile tea. So there's a lot of people that don't. But for me, it seemed to help. So that was kind of a way for me to, I'm not going to go out and buy NyQuil Z or something, or I'm not going to have a sip of whiskey before I go to bed to try and wind down. Like I'm not trying to get addicted to anything. So, and tea for me is not addictive. So, and
Well, and like you said, they're natural leaves, plants.
right,
You know, you're not self-medicating. You're not getting drunk or like you said, getting addicted to anything. You're not creating any habits necessarily that are going to, be harmful long term.
yeah, give you, permanent side effects. So,
Well, and this study even says that that they've indicated that caffeine may reduce type 2 diabetes by improving insulin sensitivity. They did another study of close to 200,000 people and showed that those folks that are regularly drinking coffee significantly lowered that risk for them.
mm-hmm.
Another study showed that there were associated with protective effects against dementia, Alzheimer's disease, metabolic syndrome, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So lots of pros.
Right.
Now, that being said, I know for some folks there are cons. My dad, avid coffee drinker, loves coffee. I'm sure if he could, he would have a pot at a meal. Every restaurant I can remember growing up, every restaurant we would go to for breakfast or what have you, you would ask if they had good coffee. And, some people, you walk into a restaurant, oh, it smells funny, I'm going to leave. You and me, we're really not those people. We could care less. My dad, not that kind of person. He, oh, it smells funny, I'm leaving. Well, his another indicator for him was, no, I don't want to go there. The coffee sucks.
Oh, okay.
The food could be amazing. No, the coffee's bad. I don't want to go there.
Really?
Now, all this to say, in the past couple of years, his doctors, when he went and saw them, told him, like, hey, yeah, you kind of got to slow down on the coffee there because it was starting to mess with his body.
Oh.
He was drinking too much of it.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
So now I think he's down to, I don't know for sure, but maybe, a cup with breakfast or 2 cups or something. But he's not where he was with it.
Oh, well, that's good. But, oh gosh, I was going to say something and I forgot. The studies that the scientists do, I kind of think of them, and I'm sure some other folks on here can kind of back me up on this, where you read the studies and they're like, oh, it has all these benefits and pros and cons, right? But then you think back to, well, these scientists also, and I'm kind of going to go off just a little bit, were saying that, oh, eggs are good for you. And then they're like, well, no, eggs are bad. Well, then it's just the white part of the eggs that's good. And now, recently, within the past few years, they've said, no, the entire egg is good. So,
back and forth.
So, and that's, again, with a cup of wine, red wine, right? So a cup of red wine is good for your heart. 1 cup of coffee, from what I've read, is gives you a lot of good health benefits. You don't really see a limitation on teas. Now, I'm sure there is. I'm sure, too much of a good thing is going to give you some side effects. But
sure,
like the all-natural stuff, doesn't really seem to be too little of harmful things that'll happen if you have more than just 1 cup of it, or if you, I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you just have more than 1 cup, it doesn't really seem to have cause any bad things to happen to your body.
Yeah, well, and to kind of wrap it up, it says here that the bottom line, coffee and black tea may aid weight loss and protect against certain chronic diseases. The high caffeine content in coffee can give you a quick energy boost, whereas the combination of caffeine and L-theanine in black tea offers a more gradual increase in energy. Both beverages are healthy and safe in moderation. So really, it just kind of, like we started out with, comes to your personal preference. What do you prefer?
Right. And I know you're trying to wrap it up, but a lot of good benefits is, at least for teas, is it's an immune booster, right? So you can get like vitamin C boosts or probiotics, kind of stuff like that. In with they'll set that in with the tea, and for some people who don't know, probiotics is to help your digestive system, kind of get everything back on track. So if you like I don't know if Greek yogurt does it, but I know there's like Activia that's out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean that kind of helps get your digestive system back on track, and kind of like an all natural thing. They have teas out there that are like that, and I had to give some to my daughter, who she was having kind of like intestinal problems and whatnot, and I got her the probiotic gummies, and after a while those seemed to work, but it wasn't taking it all away, so I gave her some probiotic tea, and that kind of just really charged it out.
Yeah, got things moving.
Yeah, got things flowing. And
well, and I've noticed, like, with some of these diets that are out there, keto diets and other ones, a lot of them in the breakfast area, or maybe other meals as well, but they recommend a cup of coffee, and they may doctor it with other things, but it helps get the system flowing.
Mm-hmm. It sure does. It sure does.
Well, I'm glad you stuck with your ancestral roots and decided to give tea another chance.
Well, I'm an American first, but when you dig deep and you do your genealogy and you find out, oh, I'm also Irish and I'm Swedish, and hey, I know the Vikings and the Irish liked tea, so give it another shot.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not sure what the Beaners drink, but
the Spanish drunk tea, so you're good there.
Tea's good,
and
that's what I'm talking about.
And the Aztecs did as well.
I'm gonna scalp you. Sorry, that just came out.
Was that the Plains Indians? No, I think they halted it. No, I think the Aztecs were cutting your head off there, bub. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Mayans. My body's a temple.
I don't know. I don't want to say all I remember. That sounds terrible. But I do remember Trail of Tears.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I was trying to remember more. Last of the Mohicans, I remember that one.
That was a good story. Good book.
That was good.
The movie was good. I didn't read the book,
Yep.
but I've heard it was good.
Yeah. What does he say about reading?
I always say reading's for rich people.
That's what I'm talking
That's why
about.
I'm enlisted.
Hey-o.
Oh. So.
Well, I appreciate you giving your 2 cents here on coffee versus tea and what your preferences are. And if anybody's listening, please let us know what you think as well, or if you have a tea recommendation or coffee recommendation. I know my wife really enjoys she really enjoys her teas and coffees as well. She gets the flavorful ones, and like most other females out there, she what is that? Pumpkin spice.
Oh,
when that comes around, and that's in season.
No.
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm. It's one of those.
But yeah. So yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
That's good info. Good info. I learned a lot from that. I didn't know about all the antioxidants and other benefits.
Of course, yeah. If you do just a little bit of research, it's right there.
Yeah, research is not my forte. Just kidding. Affiliate link below.
Not
below. Speaking of affiliate links.
Yeah.
If I recall last time, you had received a voicemail from cousin Jesse.
Oh, Jessifer.
Yes. And you were going to do a welfare check or anything. How did that go?
Oh, man. So, you got to listen to this. So, when I went over there, I recorded it because I knew it was going to be gold. And
well, I probably wouldn't believe you if you didn't record it. But
yeah, here, you've got to play the clip.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll clip one.
Who is it?
Hey, Grandma, it's JT.
Who did you say it was?
Grandma, it's JT. I'm coming over here to check on cousin Jesse.
Who did you say?
Cousin Jesse, I'm here to check on cousin Jesse.
No. I don't have time to talk about my Lord Savior Jesus Christ.
No, Grandma, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to check on cousin Jesse.
Oh, well, I'm just here with, with, your, Reporter Bob.
Hey, Grandma, who's at the door? This is, Reporter Bob. Oh, hey, JT, how are you?
Hey, Reporter Bob, how are you? What are you doing at Grandma's?
Oh, I'm just, over here. And just, keeping your, your grandma company.
You always know what to do.
Oh, Grandma, such a woman.
Oh, God, please, guys, stop. I don't want to know. Oh, God, please. I'm just here to check on Jesse.
Hey, JT, have you seen, cameraman Steve? He sent me a message. He said he ate a whole bucket of, salsa. So, Grandma and I are putting the plastics back on the couches and stuff, because last time it was terrible. It was just a disaster. We're still trying to figure out how it got on the ceiling.
What? What got on the ceiling?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh, give me nightmares for weeks. Oh, Lord.
Can I just come in, please? I mean, it's pretty hot out here.
Yeah, come on in. We don't want Steve to know that we're here.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Grandma, can you point me in the direction of cousin Jesse? Because I'm just here to check on him.
Oh, he's just down the hallway. He's in the guest bedroom. Y'all go on. Play nice.
Well, hey there, cousin JT. Hey, cousin Jesse, how are you doing? Wow, don't you look like $1,000,000 man with all your city slicker outfit on? Cousin Jesse, what are you not wearing? Wow, these old things? I put the holes in them myself. Sorry. God, man, I'm here to check up on you because you had left me a voicemail for Drew and I just wanted to know why you moved back into Grandma's house. Well, she's got that Nintendo Genesis PlayStation, and we's just playing on it. But you were doing so well. Well, what happened? Well, kind of got into a little bit of a scam. It took my bootstraps off me, but we're gonna get back on our feet. And everybody's just so swell around here. I get that, but you just can't loiter around. You got to get back on your feet. Come on, man. We can do this. Why don't I do this? Why don't I ask Drew if we can get you on the show and maybe help you get you back on your feet? Well, golly, that'd be swell. In fact, I got an offer for you right here, right now. What offer is that? Well, this offer you can't refuse. What offer is it, Jesse? I has here this box of oil, okay, and it's supposed to be healthy. So, if you buy this box from me, and you can get 3 of your friends to buy these boxes, and so on and so forth, we's gonna be rich. Cousin Jesse, that sounds like a pyramid scheme. No, it's not a pyramid scheme. This ain't got nothing to do with Egypt, okay? Them pyramids is big. Don't argue with me. Now listen, Drew and I, we can help you, but you're gonna have to do what we say in order for you to get back on your feet. I guess. Well, are you gonna take me up on this hunting trip we's going on? No, you're gonna come back to the studio with me, and we're gonna talk to Drew. Well, I don't have any things to wear. Just put some clothes on, let's go. I'll meet you in the living room, and we'll say our goodbyes to Grandma and Bob. What's going on with those two? Why is Reporter Bob hanging around Grandma so much? Well,
I ain't into telling stories, so I'll leave that to them. Whatever. All right. Grandma, Cousin Jesse's going to come back to the studio with me, and we're going to help get him back on his feet so he can get out of here.
What's that? What you say? Oh, he ain't causing no problem. Where's Drew?
I don't know. I don't hang out with Drew all the time, Oh, hang on, my phone's ringing. Hello? No, man, no. No, I told him we would get him a job at the studio. Well, I can't take it back now. I already told him. Don't sass me. No. Jesse and I will be at the studio. Okay, well, you can feel some sort of way. Okay. All right, bye. Well, we're going to leave, Grandma. That was Drew. He's super happy that Jesse's coming to the studio.
Can I make you a sandwich before you leave?
No, Grandma, I'm okay. We'll be fine. Hi, Cousin JT. Yes, Jesse. Is we gonna get in your big old pickup truck? We're getting in the car. Let's go. All right. Reporter Bob?
Yeah, go ahead, JT. This is Reporter Bob.
Hey, man, just keep your hands off Grandma, please, this time. Nobody wants to see that.
Don't just...
God, I'm leaving. Y'all just cut it out.
I don't even know what to say to that. Good Lord, man.
Yeah, it was a interesting situation that
What were you thinking after you knocked on the door and Grandma and Reporter Bob were like, why did you even stick around?
dude, it's Cousin Jesse, man. Like, I get it. He got himself in that situation, but I couldn't just leave him there, right? I mean, in the recording, plenty of times him and I were talking about trying to get himself on his feet.
Dude, it sounded like he was about to already launch himself off the ground. He's got his own self-propelled system there.
The toxic fumes in that guest bedroom, you would have gagged. It was
I can
bad.
taste it. I can taste it.
Yeah, from the recording.
Feels like there was an earthquake in a city nearby.
It was a couple times, man.
Golly.
But,
So I guess he's gonna be up here sometime.
yeah, thanks for the encouraging phone call.
Yeah. Apparently this is my enthused voice. I'm very excited.
So, maybe we can... I didn't bring him straight back to the studio, so he's kind of just sitting on my couch right now. But
Oh gosh.
let me tell you, after he leaves, after we can get him at his own place, I'm going to have to burn this couch.
Yeah. I was just gonna say you're gonna have to wash it, but yeah, burn it's probably a better idea.
Yeah, but I got to take it out, because if this thing lights, it's probably going to explode.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, it sure would.
Yeah. So, but hey, good seeing you again. Wonderful topic. Great information about the teas and coffees. I'm glad you brought all that up.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I kind of came to a revelation. Yeah, I came to a revelation that I like my cousin Jesse like you like your women, like you like your tea.
Hopefully we'll see you next time.
Yep, I appreciate you having me back. Okay, bye.
As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/jtdrewshow.